bathroom on board. Pete Moore made a stink on the trip up, and they gave him hell about it for 2 hours straight. How could he have been such a goob? You'd think he'd have enough to worry about already with that whole class geek extraordinaire thing he has going on. They call him Albino Boy on account of his white hair and see-through skin, which is probably borderline racist by some people's standards. He smiled at me once, early on, but it was the kind of smile that someone gives when they recognize an easier target. He'll soon learn I'm not going to put myself in harm's way to save his cling-wrapped skin. And if that means crossing my legs for the next few hours, then so be it. I wiped the condensation off the window. Wow, the snow is coming down thick and fast now. Typical. No fresh powder for 5 days at Aviemore, and now we are heading back to civilization, we have a major dumpage. I watched my classmates snake their way through a channel in the snow, across the parking lot, and up the steps to the cafe. As they reach the door, squeals ring out. A huge furry carrot is standing in the entrance, waving at them. For a moment, I think I'm hallucinating with carbon monoxide poisoning from the bus's engine, but no, it's a huge furry carrot, all right. The squeals quickly turn to laughter and derision. The carrot is some poor, unfortunate soul dressed in an enormous orange suit and green tights and gloves. He's waving and handing out samples from a small cart, little cups of something. My fellow students grab the freebies greedily. I squint at a banner pinned to the wall above the door. Carrot Man Veggie Juice, put some fire in your belly. Carrot Man stomps his carrot feet in the snow. He must be freezing his onions off. Suddenly, I feel kind of lucky to be me. Miss Fawcett shoos everyone inside, and Carrot Man is left to clumsily pick up all the discarded cups of veggie juice and tidy his cart. Smitty, you'll be staying here with me. I peek between the seats. Mr. Taylor is barring the exit to an ink-haired indie kid in a leather jacket. Rob Smitty, rebel without a pause, freak show and dropout in the making. But the best snowboarder for show. When I first clapped eyes on him, I was convinced he'd be the head of the underage drinking faculty, and he is. But he knows how to throw himself down a mountain, too. He was the only other member of my class crazy enough to tackle the double diamond black runs. Respect due, in spite of the try-hard eyeliner and bad attitude. Mr. Taylor, you can't keep me on this bus, Smitty drawls. It's against my rights. I can and I will. The teacher pulls a wry grin, the effect of which is lost when he sneezes violently into a large checked handkerchief. You lost all your rights with me when you deemed it necessary to buy vodka and cigarettes with a fake ID. Now sit down and shut up and pray I don't give you this flu. Smitty throws his arms in the air and stomps back up the aisle. I warned you, Mr. Taylor. Don't know what the school governors will think when they hear you wouldn't give me any food. That's deprivation, that is. Big word for you, Smitty, Mr. Taylor jokes, but I can see doubt in his glassy eyes. He puts on his ill-advised fluoro skiing jacket. Okay, I'll get you a sandwich, but do not move from this bus. He jabs a finger. Under any circumstances, or there'll be hell to pay. Believe me, I am in no state to be trifled with. He sneezes again, as if to prove his point. As the driver releases the door for him, a flurry of snow flies inside. Don't forget I'm allergic to nuts, sir, shouts Smitty. You wouldn't want my parents to sue if I dropped down dead. The door swings shut. I huddle into my seat. The driver turns up the radio, and this insanely happy song assaults my ears. Something about the sun shining every day, how lucky we are to be in the sun. Lucky, right. The driver opens a flask of coffee, steam funneling into the air as he pours a cup. Why does coffee always smell so much better than it tastes? Not that I could drink a thing. I cross my legs and think of arid landscapes. Useless. Gotta pee, gotta pee. Oi, mate. I flinch, mortifyingly, as Smitty hangs over the back of my seat. He isn't talking to me, though, but to the bus driver.